today? My name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for coming by and checking out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to be doing a review of the brand new ChefsTemp ProTemp S1 smart thermometer. They also sent me the ChefsTemp Breezo, which is a fan you can hook up to just about any grill or smoker to turn a regular grill and smoker into a smart grill. But this video really is going to mainly focus on this particular unit right here, the S1, okay? And then I'll go over a little bit more about the Breezo, just to kind of tell you how it works. And in a future video, I plan to hook it up to one of my grills and smokers and do a more in-depth review. Now, those of you familiar with my channel know that I love to grill, barbecue, and smoke foods. And you always need to have, the number one thing you need to have is some way to measure the temperature of what you're cooking, okay? I've been using the ChefsTemp's X10 instant read thermometer for several years now. I did a review, I'll leave a link below. This thing is excellent, it's very accurate. You can turn it around upside down. It's got a lighted display. You can hold the button, so if you pull it out of the smoker, it'll keep the temperature of what it was when you stuck it into your meat. So I absolutely love this. Another thing that they sent me a while ago, and I also did a review, is this wireless thermometer, which they call the ProTemp Plus. And I've done a review on several wireless thermometers, but in my honest opinion, this one is the best one I've ever used for a lot of different reasons. And like I said, I did a review of this. I'll leave a link below as well. But anyway, this is such a cool thing. This is a way to turn your old analog temperature gauge on your, say, kettle grill or your offset smoker, maybe your Kamado grill, anything like that that already has one of those old analog temperature gauges. You can pull that out, unscrew it, screw this one in, and you hook this up via Bluetooth or wireless to your cell phone, and now you'll be able to monitor temperatures inside the house without constantly going out every 10 minutes to check out what's going on with your grill or smoker. Anyway, guys, stick around. We're going to open it out of the box. I'm going to show you what's in it, and then I'm going to give you my honest review. Let's get cooking. All right, here is the box that it came in. If you're looking for like a Christmas gift, the holidays are coming up, birthday present for someone in your family who loves to smoke and grill and barbecue like I do, this would be a wonderful gift, and I think they would be very impressed. Anyway, I'm going to show you how exactly it comes boxed. It's got a nice little sleeve here. You open it up, it's very well packaged. It's got some protective foam here. So we have the unit itself. A little bit tricky getting it out right here. Okay, I'll go over that in just a second. And it's got a little USB charging cable, okay? Because this is all digital, so you're going to have to take the charging cable away. This is the unit itself, okay? It's got a few buttons on here. And just to show you how this works, there's actually two pieces here. I'm going to twist this off here, okay? This is the base unit. And I love the way they designed this. The purpose of this design is you can buy this piece individually. So say you have a Kamado grill, you want to put this in. Say you have a Weber kettle grill, you buy another one, put this in. Obviously when you buy the unit, it comes with one. But you can just buy this unit, and then by just twisting it, you can move the smart part to different grills and smokers, so you don't have to invest the money of buying a whole complete unit that doesn't separate, okay? And just like it looks, it's not very complicated. It's got a wing nut on here with a washer, and then basically what you do is you unfasten this. This is the standard size for most of your analog temperature gauges, okay? And most of them, I checked I have a kettle grill. It's got an analog gauge, has the same size fitting as this. I checked my Smoke Hollow vertical cabinet smoker, it's got a gauge like this. So if you already have an analog gauge hooked up to your grill or smoker, this will fit perfectly. Now there are some cases where you might have to drill a hole. They don't recommend drilling in any kind of a ceramic grill like a Kamado or anything like that, unless it already had a pre-drilled hole. But if you had some other types of grills and it didn't have this, you could certainly drill, but obviously you're gonna have to do a little homework on what kind of drill bit to use and so forth, okay? Anyway, we'll hook this up. There's some little things here that you kind of line up and you push down. And this is such a cool little feature here. I really love this. You twist it, and then there's a power button on the one side. I'll turn it on real quick and we'll kind of show you what's going on here. I already charged this before doing the video, and you can see the little battery indicator, and you can go obviously between Fahrenheit and Celsius, and then this would be showing you the internal temperature if you hooked up one of the wireless probes. That's what's really cool about this thing. You can use this and buy wireless probes, and you'll be like, well, what do you mean a wireless probe? Well, like I showed you earlier, I already have the ChefsTemp, it's kind of a little bit of a tongue twister. I already have this ProTemp Plus, and this is a unit you can plug in, and these are the wireless probes. So you can buy up to 4 of these wireless probes. So if you're cooking, say, a pork butt, but you're also cooking some chicken, and they have different temperatures when they're ready, and you need to monitor them separately, you can basically hook up all those up to 4 probes to this unit itself that's going to hook up to your phone to constantly tell you the temperature of everything, okay? Really cool feature. You can also use it in conjunction with this when you use the Breezo fan. I mean, there's so much stuff going on here, so much cool technology. And I hope I explained everything as accurately as possible. Anyway, there's a thing here on the side. If you have the Breezo fan where you can pause the fan if you're opening your grill. There's a Wi-Fi on-off to connect your Wi-Fi. And then there's a pairing button as well. Super easy. So anyway, guys, before I get too in-depth in the features, I'm going to take you outside. It's a pretty cold day today. I'm going to hook this up to my smoke hollow just to show you how it hooks up, and also hook it up to my kettle grill. I don't have a Weber kettle grill. I have a Members Mark, which is a Sam's Club kettle grill that I got many years ago for $99. I did a review of that. I'll leave a link below for that as well. But I'm just going to show you how simple and easy it is to hook up. And then I'll come back up here and kind of tell you all the specific features and show you a little bit about that Breezo fan. I'll meet you guys outside. All right, I'm in the garage. This is the very first smoker I ever got. It's the Pro Series from Smoke Hollow. It's a cabinet type smoker, you can see, with a clear lid that uses propane. I did a video review of this. I'll leave a link below for that. We're gonna have a lot of links down in the description. But you can see right here, we have a temperature probe. Now I've noticed ever since having this smoker, it's not very accurate. Most of these analog gauges aren't very accurate at all. Usually they can be anywhere off from, you know, if you're lucky, 10 to 15 degrees. I've seen some people say they're off by 40, 50 degrees. But what I want to show you here, and excuse the dirtiness of this grill, or this smoker. I haven't used it in a long time, and it definitely needs a spring cleaning once the weather gets a little warmer. We're in December right now, so it's very cold. And you can see you got a wing nut here. So you just unfasten this wing nut. You know, and most of these grills and smokers that have this type of, this is kind of like a universal thing. Let me grab my, we just pop that out like so. And now I'm going to grab the new ChefsTemp. All right, so I've unscrewed it. You're just going to stick it in here. We're going to put that washer on. And now I'm going to attach the wing nut. All right, there we go, guys. I've hooked it up. And now all we do is we take our temperature thing here and we attach like so. Give it a half a turn and we'll power that up. Let's see how cold it is inside this smoker right now. And let's see, let me take it out. 57 degrees. I think it's a little colder than that in the garage, but let's see. Again, it's inside the smoker. But there you go. Very easy. Let me take you over to my kettle grill and I'll show you how easy it is to do the same thing. All right, so here is my kettle grill, Members Mark kettle grill. I don't even think they make this anymore. And here is the thermometer. Now I know a Weber kettle has a thermometer like this. Even some of the inexpensive ones that are off-brand usually have some kind of thermometer. And they all have the same kind of attachment, which I'll show you right here. Same thing, a little wing nut. So let me get that attached and I'll show you how that looks. All right, only took me around a minute to hook it up on my kettle grill. We'll put the power button on. And there you go, guys. So you can already see the versatility this thing is gonna have. Whoops, there we go, 45 degrees. You're already gonna see the versatility, because if you get a couple of these base units or the mounting brackets and hook it up to your various grills, you can just switch this unit between everything. And if you use this in conjunction with that Breezo fan, which we'll go over and I'll just kind of show you the features of that, I can turn this kettle grill into a smart grill where I can actually set a temperature. Say I want to cook something at 250 degrees. I can load this up with coals, start it on one end, you know, and set it for 250. That fan's going to come on, stoke that flame till you get up to 250. Turn off, monitor it, and then turn on and off, just like my, you guys might see me use my char griller auto Kamado. It has a similar type feature. But basically turn your kettle grill into like a smart grill, like a pellet smoker or something like that. Anyway, I'm cold out here in the garage. I'll meet you guys inside and kind of go over some more of the specs on this, as well as download the app to my phone to show you how that works. All right, so I downloaded the app. Well, actually, I already had the app installed because of my ProTemp Plus wireless thermometer, but I added the additional device, which is what we're reviewing today. So you'll see 72 degrees right here, saying 72 degrees. So you can use this just independently of any wireless thermometers if you just want to turn, you know, get a more accurate temperature reading of your grill or smoker. And then I showed you here, I set an alarm. You know, you can set whatever you want. So say you wanted to smoke something at 225 degrees, you wanted to let it notify you if it dropped 190 or below. That means maybe you need, if it's an offset, you need to add more wood or charcoal. And then let's say you don't obviously want it to go higher than 250. So this way, it'll notify you via your phone if the temperature exceeds or falls below a certain temperature, which is great, you know. And you know, this is a great little device if you want to kind of monitor your cooks from your phone instead of sitting outside monitoring it, you know, every 20 minutes, half hour to make sure everything's under control. Now let me show you the next thing, the Breezo fan, which will truly turn your grill or smoker into a smart grill. Let me show you that in just a second. All right, so here's the Breezo temperature controlling fan for your grill or smoker that you can use in conjunction with all the other devices that I've already shown you. So what we got here, this is the actual fan itself. And I'll just pull everything out of the box here just to kind of show you what's going on. Okay. So, if you're familiar, seen some of my cooks with the Auto Kamado, one thing I love about that is it works like a pellet grill because you basically are using real charcoal, but it has a little fan similar to this, and you set the thermostat, and it'll turn on to bring the hot coals up to a certain temperature, and then turn off before it hits that temperature, and then just monitor it and turn on and off as need be to hopefully maintain that perfect temperature, and it does a really good job. So, this thing is the little fan here, okay? So you need one of these USB-C chargers to basically plug in, plug in on the back here, and then plug that into a power supply, because obviously you need electricity to run this little fan, okay? The other one you can plug in if you wanted to connect it directly to the ProTemp Plus. You can run it like in line, and that way you can use this wireless thermometer, or you can buy the wireless thermometers independently. Now, this is just a regular kind of connector here with some nice foam padding, okay? Now you can connect this to a wide variety of grills. The most common one here, I think they meant to make it like this, would be like a Kamado style grill that had that little slide out vent. So here's a couple of things they give you here where you can kind of slide that vent open, stick this in here, and then you attach this little screw. I should have done that ahead of time. Like this, it's kind of like a clip, so you can push those together and pop that into that little controller and then plug it in, and then this will turn on and off as need be. Now there's going to be certain things, for certain times you're going to be doing some custom applications here. Like say you wanted to hook it up to a kettle grill or a Weber kettle grill. Obviously there's no connection on a kettle grill that has this thing here. So what they recommend, and I'll leave a link below, Tommy over from the Gallery Backyard Barbecue has already installed one of these units on a kettle grill, and it's pretty cool because he just grilled a little hole, kind of beveled it out to around 1.25 inches, I believe was the diameter, and then using this hook was able to connect this right up to his kettle grill. I'm looking forward to some cooks, and I think I might do the same thing with my kettle grill just to see how well this works. So pay attention to that. If you got some other kind of thing, like you're hooking it up to some other kind of grill, as long as you can get this connected to the grill somehow. And then they also give you this high temperature tape that you can use to kind of tape up around it or tape over an exhaust hole or a vent hole just to make sure that the fan does all the work. So these are some really cool products that bring all this modern age smart technology, temperature control to the average person. All right, so just to recap, a lot of cool technology. This ChefsTemp S1 basically is a digital thermometer that's much more accurate than your old analog temperature gauge that'll fit just about any grill or smoker out there. With this app, it'll monitor the temperature of the grill, let you know when you need to add more fuel or wood, when a temperature drops below a certain point, as well as when you might have to go out there, close the vents a little bit because the temperature exceeded a certain limitation that you put on. So this is really cool. It means you can kind of relax a little bit when you're grilling and smoking and not have to babysit as much. When you combine it with the Breezo fan, now you have turned your grill or smoker into a smart grill, okay? And you know, you can spend hundreds if not thousands of dollars on certain smart grills. Now you can take an inexpensive kettle grill and turn it into a smart grill. So this is some really cool stuff that I mean, I can't believe how cool this is. And then again, you add it with the functionality of these probes, and now you can not only monitor the temperature of the grill, but you can monitor the temperature of up to 4 probes. So even if you're cooking several different things on one grill or smoker, you can still be alerted when the temperature reaches a certain point. So man, oh man, are these things cool. And I would certainly recommend them. I haven't used them specifically other than just kind of showing you what I've done today. So stay tuned to my channel. Please subscribe. I'm going to have some upcoming cooks here where I'm going to be using this thermometer, and I'll kind of let you know over the next several weeks and months how I appreciate it and how I like it, okay? So cool to kind of get rid of those old inaccurate analog gauges. Now I know the big question haunting everyone, how much is it? Let me be back in a second, I'll give you that information. All right, here are my final thoughts. One thing I completely forgot to tell you about, which they also sent me, ChefsTemp, is a charging for the wireless probe. So if you don't have this particular unit here, which has a built-in charger, which you can also hook up via the app, you can just hook up the probes independently to the app. And this is nice because they give you a little thing here which plugs in via one of the USB charging cables, and you can put 4 probes in here, charge these up the night before a cook, and then hook everything up via Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, and you can monitor your cook anywhere you go. So like you're probably wondering, man, this looks like some expensive technology here, okay? You're gonna be shocked at the price of this stuff, okay? This unit by itself, okay, the wireless thermometer here with the base unit is only $69.95, okay? Very inexpensive, okay? If you want to add the charging dock, you can buy the charging dock with 1 probe for $54 $99, okay? And then the Breezo, if you want to turn your kettle grill or some other grill into a smart grill, this is also $69.95. So 70 bucks for this, 70 bucks for that, 55 bucks for this with a probe. I mean, you are set. You're gonna turn any grill or smoker into a smart grill. It's absolutely amazing. Now, I'm gonna leave a link below, a discount code. If you guys wanna order this, especially for the holidays as a gift for someone, that way you can save even more money. But so far, from what I've seen, I've been super impressed. Like I said, I'm very familiar with ChefsTemp because I have been using their instant read thermometer and this, what do they call this? The ProTemp Plus wireless thermometer. And I've been very happy with it. It hasn't failed me, and it guarantees, even if you're a newbie and you don't really know what you're doing, as long as you know how to program the right temperatures into the app, it does all the work for you. It's really a no-brainer, so I would highly recommend it. If you guys like the video, please hit the like button. I would love it if you subscribe to my channel, especially since I'm going to be featuring a lot of these products in upcoming videos. And yeah, we'll see you next time. I would highly recommend it. Big thumbs up for me. I'll leave a link above and below to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com. We'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by, guys.